Squiz Kids acknowledges the traditional owners of the lands on which we podcast, the Turrbal and Combermary people.
Squiz Kids!
It's your daily news fix. Fun, free, fresh.
Hello, faithful Squiz Kids listeners, and welcome to the Kids vs. Adults Weekly News Squiz. Your chance to see who's had their listening ears on and been paying the most attention to the week that just was. I'm Bryce Corbett. All week in the Squiz Kids Today podcast, we've been bringing you the big news stories of the day, run through our kid-friendly filter to make sure you know all you need to know about the world around you. Now, it's time to test how much of the week's news you've retained, and in the process, see who's smarter, kids or adults. Plus, of course, because it's a Friday, we've got all today's birthday shout-outs and all the shout-outs for the weekend coming, including the birthday reggae tune, because it wouldn't be a Friday without it. So, here's how the quiz works. 5 questions for kids about the weekend news, then 5 questions for adults. Whoever answers the most correct questions wins. Simples. You ready? Let's do this. All right, kids, here are your 5 questions. Question number 1. We talked in the podcast this week about a competition in Alaska to see which sort of animal has become the fattest in preparation for their winter hibernation. Yeah, of course, the animals I'm talking about are bears. Question number 2, starting with F, the competition is known as what Bear Week? Yeah, well done if you said Fat Bear Week. Question number 3. A not-so-great weekend for Brisbane sports lovers kicked off last Saturday when the Brisbane Lions lost the AFL Grand Final to which team? Yep, that's right, it was the Collingwood Magpies. Question number 4. The pain for Queenslanders continued on Sunday of this week when the Brisbane Broncos went down in the NRL Grand Final against which Sydney team? Yes, of course, it was the Penrith Panthers. Question number 5. The internet went into meltdown this week when which pop star revealed she was dating American gridiron player Travis Kelce? Yes, of course, it was Tay-Tay, Taylor Swift. How did you go, kids? How many did you get right out of 5? Do you reckon that's enough to beat the adults? Yeah, I reckon so too. Okay, adults, now it's your turn. Fire up the grey matter. Here we go. Question number 1. Let's give the adults an easy one to begin with. How many points did the Brisbane Lions lose by in the grand final last weekend? Yeah, okay, perhaps it wasn't that easy. They lost by 4 points. Question number 2. Name the high-profile, pink boot sporting fullback from the Brisbane Broncos. Yes, of course, I'm talking about Reece Walsh, or Reece Lightning to his friends. Question number 3. Which Australian state was thrown into something of a political crisis this week when its Attorney General was forced to stand down? Yep, it was the Apple Isle. I'm talking about Tasmania. Question number 4. A woman called Michelle Bullock made headlines of her own this week. Who is she? Well done, adults, if you said that Michelle Bullock is our new Reserve Bank Governor. Question number 5. Which high-profile American politician was dragged before the courts this week and accused of overstating his wealth? Yep, that's right. I'm talking about Donald Trump. How did you go, adults? How many did you get right? Did you beat the kids? Who's been paying the most attention to the week that just was? If you've missed any of these cool news stories throughout the week and you want to refresh your memory, all of this week's Squiz Kids episodes are available for a re-listen wherever you get your podcasts. Well, that's the end of the quiz, which means it's now time for...
Shout-outs.
It's Friday, October 6. Today is World Smile Day, so make sure you flash those pearly whites plenty today. And it's also Instagram's 13th birthday. It's also a special day for these Squiz Kids celebrating a birthday today and over the coming weekend. Let's crack out that old birthday reggae tune. Hit it! And it's happy birthday today to Emma from Flagstaff Hill, Rory B from Canberra, Albert from Double Bay, Ginger from Tempe, Hudson from Monopara, Waris Deep from Cobbitty, Annabelle from Chatswood and Charlie from Sydney. And celebrating a birthday over the coming weekend are Pito from Armidale, Sarah from Hope Island, Claire from Monopara, Lily from Campbelltown, Keisha from Victoria, Ava from Bendigo, Sophie from Goulburn, Jared from Everton Hills, Tommy from New Farm, Isabel from Sherwood, Margaret from Canberra, Hannah and Charlie from Oyster Bay, Isis from Ivanhoe, Tanik and Josie from Foster, Adelina from Roos, Sophie from Lavington, Sanvi from Carlingford, and Ali Lee from Sydney. And our belated holiday shout-out list just keeps getting longer and longer. So please be patient as we continue to work our way through these belated shout-outs, including these ones today. Happy belated birthday shout-outs to Max from Vermont South, Sophie from Flagstaff Hill, Ava from Mount Gravatt, Devon from Monopara, Eden from Matraville, Jasmine from Andrews Farm, Drake from Forest Lake, Sunny from Cronulla, Miranda and Henry from Junee, Annabeth from New South Wales, Joseph from Gundagai, Nicholas from Cannon Hill, Isabella from Cobbitty, Amelia from Albury and Hannah from Ferny Grove. Well, that's all we have time for. I hope you're enjoying these quizzes. Don't forget, there'll be a new one dropping first thing every Friday morning. And the best bit, they're absolutely free. Just as all our other excellent content is also free. We're talking a Squiz Kids Today news podcast on Mondays, Wednesdays and Thursdays, a Squiz Kids Shortcut or a Squiz the World every Tuesday, and for all the teachers out there, there's a Classroom Companion, our teacher-produced daily classroom activity sheets. Curriculum aligned and tied to the daily podcast twice a week, now on Mondays and Wednesdays. Genius. Check it all out at squizkids.com.au or simply subscribe to Squiz Kids in your favourite podcasting app and all this groovy content will magically appear. For now though, this is Bryce Corbett signing off and reminding you all to get out there and have a most excellent day. Over and out.